Hello, I'm Janessa. Welcome to my channel. I'm a health coach and I have something to confess. I tried to do a vlog video for you for a trip I did recently to Colorado, and I used a new type of equipment. It didn't work out very well. So I'm recording this introduction because I want you to know that what you're about to watch, the audio may not be super great, the video may not be super great, but as I was reviewing the footage, I was like, this has such good information about how to travel and stay on track with tracking for your nutrition goals and your fitness goals. So I just didn't feel right deleting it and not doing anything with it. So I still want to share it with you. I just wanted to put in a little bit of a caveat. I recorded it on my iPhone, which is okay, but I know that there are some fitness influencers out there that seem to use the Digi Pro. There's like a specific vlogging camera that's a little outside my price point right now, but hopefully in the future I can increase the quality of my vlogs. But until then, I just didn't want you to miss out on this content, because if you are someone who has specific nutrition goals, fitness goals, and you want to enjoy traveling, the tips I'm about to share with you are going to be helpful. So with all that being said, we'll get into the little vlog montage. Thank you so much for being here, and feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to say hello, or if you have any questions about these tips or my experience out in the mountains of Colorado. Okay, here we are. I I don't even know where to begin. And also, I think I just showed you a little montage of some travel stuff, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I need my cold brew. Hold on. So, in case you couldn't tell, this is a little bit of a, I don't know if I want to call it like a travel vlog, because it's not going to be entirely a vlog. This is a little bit of like a travel montage. Maybe we call it that, a travel montage, because I think I just showed you a little bit from the plane, a little bit from doing morning cardio this morning from my hotel room. I am not in Boston. I am currently in Colorado, in Parker, Colorado, that area. And I'm actually going to a women's retreat outside of the Denver area for a few days today. So I had to fly in yesterday. I think in that little montage, I also showed you the little local coffee shop I went to this morning called Deja Brew. Shout out to Deja Brew. This cold brew slaps, as the kids say. Oh my gosh, and I have needed it. I have needed this cold brew so much because it's been a rough while. I'm gonna get you caught up, and then I also want to show you just from what I did to pack for this trip, considering, as I've shared in my other videos, I am in this really, I think, important phase of my own body transformation, health transformation journey, where I'm coming down off my medication. I'm focusing on strength training and just overall just trying to optimize, how I feel. And there's a lot going on. And when we throw disruption in the mix, like travel is just inherently disruptive, there's sometimes some challenges that can come up, and there's a lot that we can do too to still influence what's going on. And it's really bothering me that this is like slightly off. I apologize for that. I'm using a new tripod. It's supposed to be a cool tripod that follows me as I move. Like, it's what all the cool YouTube vloggers do, I think. But I'm using my phone. This isn't a fancy camera. I haven't bought a fancy vlogging camera yet. Maybe someday. If you like this vlog and you appreciate the content that I put out in the world, like the video, comment below, let me know, because that'll help me just assess if there's enough interest in this kind of more casual vlog content where I could justify shelling out some money for a nice camera. Because I could have brought my really fancy, I think I have a Sony DSLR camera. Is it a DSLR? I don't even know. It's one of those really nice cameras, but it's like my home filming setup, and it's all in its specific configuration with the lighting and the boom pole with my mic, and I also just felt really nervous bringing it. Also, I have a little microphone here. I have no idea if it's picking up that. Okay, so I'm a little rusty in my vlogging, but that's okay. Let's just get into it. So we got some cold brew. I'm starting to feel a little bit more human, which is good because I didn't get into my hotel until later last night. And of course, because Colorado is Mountain Time Zone and Boston is Eastern Time Zone, my body is all sorts of confused because I am a creature of habit. I go to bed early. I am in bed usually by, ideally 8:15 p.m. and I get up early to do my cardio. I'm usually awake between 4:45 and 5:15. I'll just let that be, whatever. And that routine is such a bedrock to my ability to do what I need to do in my life. And it's Sadie's routine too. Like, she knows our plan. Sadie's staying with our dog trainer, one of her best friends. She loves him. So she's with him while I'm here in Colorado having fun, playing with lots of other dogs. And it's her birthday. I'm kind of bummed I'm missing her birthday. She's 2 years old. And I just remember, I'll have to try to find a little picture or video of her when she was just a baby and she came home, and oh my God, my heart just bursts. It just bursts when I look at these photos of her. And I think about how she's a big girl now. She's a big girl now. She's 2 years old. So anyway, I'm missing her birthday, which is sad, but I think this retreat is going to help. It's a pretty intense retreat. I don't know if I'll get into the details of it, but basically it's like more of a personal development, self-growth, like healing type of focus for women, all women. So a lot could come up. And I've had a lot of hesitation around coming, especially considering the disruption. So let me get into what might actually be helpful to share instead of just chit-chatting. This is part of the reason why packing the way that I packed, doing what I did this morning is so critical for me, because even though I understand that travel introduces disruption, I'm going to be eating things that I'm not used to eating. I'm going to be sleeping in a place I've never been before, doing things that I don't usually do. I still focus on what can I influence. And so getting up this morning, even though it meant, with the time difference, I was up so early and just felt really horrible, to be honest. I could just tell that I was puffy. My eyes were like red. I think they're getting better. But I was like, okay, what can I do? What can I focus on? And having a cup of coffee, drinking, I've already gotten through more than this. So a lot of water to hydrate. I also took my morning supplements. I have this cool little container here, and I prepped everything so I could easily keep up with what I usually do. So like today, here's Thursday, I've already taken the supplements that I usually take fasted in the morning. And then I also have what's going to come next is with my first meal with breakfast. I also take some with my last meal, and then I definitely made sure to bring my little sleep supplement, which is a combination of magnesium and GABA and L-theanine. So that'll be really helpful, especially because this retreat is up in a house. It's a big house in the mountains that we're all staying at. I do get my own room, which was more expensive to pay for, but honestly, my little introverted self needs space. It is really hard for me to, especially with women. I mean, a big group of women, I have all sorts of stuff, okay, from my past that make it a little bit harder for me to engage in groups. I get a lot of social anxiety. And I know that maybe on YouTube or the way that I present to the world here, it might seem, I think that I'm pretty comfortable. Like, I'm pretty comfortable on camera and chit-chatting with you, but that is so different than being in a big group of people. So that is more challenging for me, especially with women. I love, like, I've always in my life had just a small number of very close friendships with some women, but for whatever reason, groups of women, they scare me a little bit, okay? Oh, the other thing I wanted to share, I also brought my enzymes. These are plant enzymes. I've been using them more recently. I just brought the whole bottle, honestly, because I usually take one with every meal and I just couldn't fit it into this. Also, if you're interested, I had an idea for another video. Let me close that. Another video I want to do. I have a little supplement cart at home in my apartment, and I thought I'd go through it kind of like the what's in my kitchen video I did, where I just showed you like literally like what's in my kitchen right now. What am I eating? Because I am taking some supplements. I have a lot of mixed feelings about supplements, but it is something that people have a lot of questions about, so I can share that at some point. But let me just show you some of the things that I did to pack for success for me, okay? So right here on the table, I also have a lot of electrolytes, especially because this is gonna be at higher elevation, in the mountains. Like, the house itself is at a higher elevation. So I've got some Element chocolate electrolytes. I haven't put that in my coffee. I usually put just tiny little sprinkle in my coffee, even in Boston, where I live in New England. So I have that. I also am gonna try out some other electrolytes that are more citrus flavored in my water throughout the day. So electrolytes, really important. I also packed, this is my favorite instant coffee. You can get it at like Whole Foods. It actually tastes really good. I buy it online though. And there's these little like packets. I have both decaf and just regular, which is good. I have not been able to open this. I need to find something sharp to open this, but these are my little sweet drops. This is a new bottle, which is why it's not opened. But this I like to put in my coffee in the morning. So it's just these little things that are familiar, right? That can help with routine when traveling. And I brought cinnamon. I call it cinnamon. I know it's cinnamon, but I call it cinnamon. I love cinnamon on my oats. I will show you my breakfast too. Oh, that'll be a little bonus. I'll show you that. And actually, let me transition and I'll actually show you some other things that I brought along. Oh my gosh, I think I figured out how to make it move with me. This is so fun. I'm such a nerd. Okay, so this will move with me now, which is nice. Whoa, okay, we're getting a little crazy here. Let me slow down. I will show you. Will it follow me? I think so, guys. This is pretty cool. So once again, I have no idea if this mic is picking this up, and if the audio is bad, I apologize. Here is my big mishmash of things in my hotel room. Really the most important stuff I wanted to show you is all of the food that I've packed. I feel like a little chipmunk or squirrel. Is it mostly squirrels who like stash nuts for the winter? Maybe chipmunks do too. I don't know. Tell me. Let's maybe chat GPT or Google it. But that's how I feel. This is like my stash. So let me show you what that looks like. Just some examples of food that I brought, because here's the thing. The retreat itself, food is provided. However, they described the menu as being paleo-esque, which is totally fine. Paleo works for you? Awesome. It doesn't really work for me. I just prefer to eat mostly, if not all, vegan, and also whole foods, which that intersects with paleo. So I'm really, really hoping that the chef or the person that they've brought in for the meals will... Also, I'm so sorry, there's like horrible glare I don't know how to fix that. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna try not to get distracted by the poor quality vlog and just focus on connecting with you. So as I was saying, I am hopeful that that means there'll be a lot of vegetables, okay? So even though there'll probably be a focus on animal proteins, which I don't eat really ever. I say mostly vegan. I should probably do a hot takes video on this because I'm basically vegan, okay? But the reason why I put in mostly vegan is because randomly, maybe once or twice a year, I might eat something with an animal product in it, okay? And I just don't want people to see that and then come at me for the fact that I may not be 100% compliant or adherent to being vegan, but I'm basically there, okay? So there will be a lot of animal proteins. I won't be eating those. There might be, I don't know if paleo, I don't think paleo includes dairy, so I don't think I have to worry about that. But here's the thing, I love high carb, so I'm all about gluten. That's okay with me. So I'm hoping I can take the vegetables, whatever they've prepared, and then I've brought a lot of my own foods that I can use, a lot of carbs. This is like all carbs, okay? All carbs and some protein. So let me just show you. This I brought from home. This is a product called, oh God, these aren't the soy curls, but this is from the company that makes soy curls. This is their taco crumbles. They actually sent it as a sample when I bought a big bunch of the, what's the brand? Let's see if I can find it. It doesn't even say on here, which is a bummer, but you're supposed to rehydrate these. Honestly, I found that they taste pretty good. This is just soy protein crumbles. I eat them dry. Like I just sprinkle them on a big bowl of rice with vegetables. So this will be good. This will be a really great source of protein considering there will mostly be animal proteins at this event. And then the other stuff that I brought a ton of oatmeal. I eat a lot of oats. So these are instant oats. This is what I'm gonna make my breakfast with, which I'll show you once that's ready. And my breakfast alone, I'll probably do 2 packs of this. So I'm gonna leave that out. I also brought a variety of rice packs. So these are instant rice packs. I haven't really tried the brand this much, or this brand that much. Gosh, working on words. Let's have some more cold brew. Or try some more cold brew. Some more cold brew. So this is just basically like vegetables and rice, a little bit of veggie. This one's the Mexican street corn. So I've got a few different varieties of rice, but basically this whole bag is just the taco crumbles, ton of oats, ton of rice, because I have a feeling they're not gonna be having stuff like that at the retreat. And here's my perspective, okay? I used to be, I think part of the reason why I have some weirdness, maybe still to work through around the label vegan, is because years ago, I was like 1000% adherent or compliant with vegan lifestyle and vegan eating, but I was also really annoying about it and very judgmental. And I was on my high horse and was just all over the place evangelizing veganism. And if that's you, that's totally cool. Choose your life, like make your choices, you know, figure out what's gonna feel good to you. For me, I actually ended up doing a lot of damage to relationships in my life with loved ones, with friends, because I was so judgmental about their choice to not be vegan. So anyway, this is like a whole, like I said, I could probably do a whole hot takes video just on what these labels can mean for us, how we can have very complicated relationships with them, how our relationship with those identities and labels can change over time. But that's probably way too much of a topic to get into at, what time is it? It's like not even like 6:30 in the morning right now. So anyway, what I was gonna say about that with the retreat is that I don't make it a big deal. If I'm going to something and they don't have vegan stuff, if I'm traveling and there aren't a lot of vegan options, like that's not their problem, that's my responsibility to figure out, which is why I pack a bunch of food. because I'm not gonna hang it over their head. It doesn't matter. That's on me. This is my life, my food, my body. So the other thing I did was, I love these little edamame, dry dehydrated edamame. This is another great source of plant protein. So I brought a ton of those to eat. I also brought these little individual peanut butter packets, which are perfect because I can just open one. You know, I didn't have to bring like a whole jar of peanut butter or buy one when I got here. And then this bag also, this was a great find. I found this on Amazon. You know, I don't love giving my money to Amazon, but it is what it is. This is an interesting product. I don't even know, honestly, what sorry, this is upside down. What language this is. It's an Asian language. I don't know if this is Mandarin. Is this like, I don't know. I feel very ignorant right now. Sorry. But this is a cool product. This is called a sweet potato stick. And the only ingredient is sweet potato. How awesome is that? So here's another really easy carb source that I can open up and just munch on as a snack, or I could eat, a few of them because I eat so many carbs, but I could like munch on a few of them as part of a meal. And that's what I did yesterday. Yesterday I packed a couple snacks. One snack was a couple rice cakes with some peanut butter. I packed a peanut butter pack and one of those sweet potato sticks. And then I had like a little travel bowl container, which I have drying over there. I had to wash them out this morning. But in that I had like a quinoa rice mix with green beans and some hummus. And then I had some of the edamame stuff on top. So anyway, long story short, like I packed a little bit of food. I brought it with me in my, ooh, if this is stuck, where is that? Okay, here we go. I brought my food in my little lunch box. And then I packed everything else in these bags. Sorry, this is moving so fast. I'll try to slow down. And just put this in my suitcase. So yeah, that's what I got for you. Oh, I also stopped at Sprouts last night. There was a Sprouts nearby because I needed to get water. So I got a whole big jug of water, which I used to do my instant coffee this morning, as well as just drink. What else? Oh, last night when I got in, I was feeling a little emotional. I was feeling a little tired, so I will show you. I also got these from Sprouts. These are corn, kind of like rice cakes, but corn cakes. And yeah, definitely had some of those last night as a little snack. So my calories, I tracked them yesterday, even with travel. I was up a little bit in my calories, but that's okay because I'm gonna do another video here soon sharing with you the results of my DEXA scan, because I actually got a DEXA scan yesterday and I'm really happy with the results. I'll save that for another video, but I have DEXA results like from, I think back in February of this year when I made the decision to start coming down off my medication. I got another DEXA in June of this year, and then I just got one October as a follow-up. So I have 3 DEXA results, and I'm just super happy. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it because there'll be a whole other video where I break that down. I'll share my progress with reducing body fat, putting on lean mass, some really, really cool stuff. And all while on a higher carb, mostly vegan diet where, you know, I'm getting probably like 80 to 90 grams of protein a day. And that worked for me. So we'll get into that. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh my gosh. Oh, I went to Sprouts. I went to Sprouts last night. Yeah. Let me see if there's anything else I got from Sprouts. Yeah, so I had to get this little Sprouts bag because I didn't have a grocery bag, which was really sad, but that's fine. Got more oats because I'm paranoid about running out of oats. This is my other thing of corn cakes, which I will go through quickly. Oh, I was saying my calories. My calories were up a little bit yesterday. That's what got me, sorry, I'm a circular thinker. I get there eventually. It's just sometimes it takes time. So my calories are up a little bit yesterday. I think I was just over 2,000 calories for the day, which I'm totally fine with because the DEXA results confirmed for me that I'm in a really good spot, and I need to start eating a little bit more. So it's all good. I don't love protein shakes like this. You know, I know that it's not ideal necessarily to rely on protein powders. I get it. People come at me in the comments about that. That's fine. You know, if you can get all your protein from whole food plant sources, awesome. For me, because I'm specifically looking to put on some lean mass, I just find it helpful. Plus, it's convenient. Don't hate me for it. And if you do, then maybe find someone else to watch YouTube on. Because we try to keep it a respectful, kind little corner of the internet over here. Anyway, I did get a little vegan protein, plant protein shake just to have on hand in case I feel like I'm running low at the retreat. And then I got some mix-ins. I got some Truvani vanilla. I might put this in my oats this morning, we'll see. And then the Sprouts brand chocolate, I thought I'd do that. I did not get this from Sprouts, I brought this from home. I do still sometimes get motion sickness. That I shared that in one of my other videos, that increased with the medication. Now that I'm coming down off the medication though, maybe it's getting better. I don't know. But anyway, always have ginger chews just in case. And then I guess the other thing for my little Sprouts haul, I was pretty much giving into a little impulse buy here. This is just a sleep aid, natural. It does have melatonin in it, which I don't always love to take, but going up into the mountains to be in this house for this retreat with a bunch of other people and just being who I am and knowing the time zone difference, I was like, you know what? It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a little bit of that on hand, like last resort, in case I need it. So I think that's it. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna do with you for this vlog. Man, it's really bothering me that the lighting is off. I apologize so much. I hope that this let me see if I can adjust it. Can I adjust it? Oh, it got angry with me. It got angry with me. Okay, I am gonna wrap the portion of this video up here. To be honest, I don't know what else I'm gonna be able to show you because obviously the treat is a private experience for this group. We are going to be doing some work with horses, which I'm really excited about. I love horses. I have been obsessed with horses since I was a little girl. I didn't grow up with horses. I was able to take lessons here and there as a teenager and then as an adult, but it was never part of my lifestyle, but it was always part of my fantasy life and obsession. And when I was little, even though I wasn't able to be around them, I would go to the library and I would check out as many books about horses as I could. So as like a, 7-8-year-old, I would memorize all the different breeds, the different markings. I knew names for tack, meaning different parts of the bridle and the saddle, and I would like stow away all this information and have no outlet to apply it, but it was a way for me to just explore something that I loved, even though I didn't have that much exposure to it. So anyway, long story short, I always get really excited when I can be around horses. So I'm excited for that, but I hope that this offered something to you, just some ideas around how to deal with travel and the disruption of travel, and a reminder that there is a lot outside of our control when we do have to move or go to different places and really just break our routine. And there are ways where we can have strategies, have tools in place that help us retain some consistency, because it really doesn't take that much. I mean, I'm already feeling so much better just having what I have here. And yeah, it took some thinking, it took some planning, it took some time to prepare, but the value of it, the payoff is so wonderful, because I feel just a little bit more like myself, even in the midst of something that is definitely outside my comfort zone. So I'll leave it at that here. I don't know if I'll talkie again with you, but I really appreciate you hanging in there, and especially with the lighting and the bad vlog stuff. I hope this improves. I hope I can figure out how to use my technology. This is the Digi something little tripod for my phone. And now I'm just blabbing. So thank you. And I look forward to connecting again soon.